Hey, this is Tracy with Tracy Talks. Welcome. I had this thing happen recently and it was a little surprising. It was really welcome. There's been this subject in my life or part of my life that hasn't worked out the way that I wanted it to. And there's so many parts of it that still felt they hurt. And no matter how many times I tried to look at it from different directions and I tried to understand, there wasn't anything that seemed to be happening for me to shift that pain and detach from all of those experiences that hurt. And there's been times where I felt like it's never going to end. I've had people ask me, why are you still holding on to that pain? I don't know. It's not like I want to carry it around with me wherever I go. My mind understands that some of these things are happening for a reason, and I don't always have to know what those reasons are. My heart still felt hurt. There were things that I couldn't shift inside of my heart. And sometimes the more that I dove into it, the more that I tried, like the harder it held on and it grasped and it put its claws in me, and it didn't want to let go. And this last week I was having a conversation with somebody, and it is another person who is in this big family dynamic. They're one of the people that are all mixed up in this situation that has been going on for years. There's multiple layers of it. There's multiple situations. I mean, it wasn't just one event that happened. There's been multiple events. And I was talking to them about looking at the situation from a different perspective. I was adding my thoughts to the story from my perspective, because each one of us has our own perspective of what has happened, how we're dealing with it, and how we can respond. As I was talking to them, I realized somewhere inside of me, feelings and emotions had shifted. And there were so many times in the past that when I talked about these circumstances, the emotions would come up and they would be stuck in my throat, and I'd be fighting them back, and I'd be fighting back the tears, and I'd be fighting back the hurt. And this time, for whatever reason, that didn't happen. I didn't have all of those emotions trapped and caught inside of me. And I was actually able to give a perspective I thought was humorous. I don't know if they thought it was humorous, but certainly I felt that shift. And it was almost like, hallelujah. How long have I walked in this path trying to figure out some way to shift all of these feelings and emotions in me? And I certainly don't have anybody else's answers. And that's not why I'm here today, because I don't have your answers. Every circumstance is different. Every hurt feels different. Every wound. I mean, the pain still feels the same in so many people, but it has so many layers to it. And it has so many hidden agendas, and there's just so much sometimes to overcome, to fight through, to sift through. I was talking to another friend, and it's always interesting how we connect with people in our life who have very similar experiences, and our paths overlap in so many ways, and so many things seem similar. And as I was talking to this person, I realized that this analogy keeps coming up in me. Like, there are times where I feel like there are some experiences in my life, and it feels like I'm in this hoarder's house, that I'm sifting through layers of junk, of unneeded things and unneeded items and trash. And I'm looking for valuable pieces. I'm looking for something that's worth something that I can take away from it. Like, I didn't go through this for no reason. I didn't experience this just for the fun of it. There has to be something good in all of this pain. And for so long, I feel like I've been sifting through this house, looking for things, looking for something. Like, what is my lesson here? What is the piece that I need to understand to let myself free? I still have some exploring to do on what actually shifted, and maybe it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Maybe I don't have to continue to look through this emotional garbage and try to figure out like what it means. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe this was just my path. And I don't really know what happened. I don't really know what shifted. Maybe it was I have been working on my own self to create, invest in things that I enjoy doing. There's been a lot of things that have opened up inside of me. The more that I have explored my creativity, the more that I've given myself permission to do different things and try different things, they've unlocked different parts of me. And in so many ways, I'm over this need to, I am over trying to be somebody that I'm not. I'm done trying to live this life for other people. I've been showing up for myself, no matter how hard it's been, no matter how uncomfortable it is for everyone else. I'm continuing to do what it is that I want to do. And all I can assume that is little by little, as I have stepped into myself, I have embraced myself, and I've let go of all of these other roles that people wanted me to play. And I don't know if any of you have had anyone in your life like I have, who kept coming at you from every direction. I've had somebody that's been angry with me, that has projected upon me, has said that I'm all of these things that I'm not. And I continue to move forward. I continue to walk my own path. I continue to discover who I am, even in spite of it. And all I can think is that step by step, I have gained wisdom and strength, and that somehow along the way, I'm living this more authentic life, and it's freed me from all of that past. It's freed me from all of those hurts, all of those disappointments. It was a really good moment. It felt good. And it wasn't this intentional of me sitting down thinking, I need to shift this. It just released. And it was like, wow. I mean, I felt it. I felt different. It felt really good. And that's all I can do in this life. All I can do is to keep showing up for myself, keep believing in myself, keep creating the things that I want to create. And if somebody doesn't like it, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I can't help but wonder why so many people come down on other people. Like, what are you doing in your life? What are you doing? If the only thing that you do in life is criticize others, what does that say about you? I really do believe that the world needs each and every one of us to show up in our authentic self. And the process doesn't happen overnight. Mine has taken years. And I guess that's the way it's supposed to be for me. Step by step, little by little. And I think it part of me is recognizing how good it feels as 2025 is wrapping up. And even though our life cycles don't coincide with the actual calendar cycle, it feels poignant at this point for the end of the year to be here. And I feel like this big shift has happened. I don't know. I can't, it just seems magical. I don't understand it. I don't know why it happened, but all I know is something shifted in me. And part of this past that I've been carrying around, and I call it my luggage that I bring into every room, I bring into every event and every situation, and it's part of me now. There was just a release last week, and it felt really, really good. Life doesn't get much better. Take care.